So hi all, welcome to the YouTube channel Mechanical Engineers. So in our last video, we discussed about the introduction to NEPA NEPA diamond. The NEPA diamond is used for the hazard identification for the hazardous substances. We also discuss a brief introduction about the each square that is there in the NEPA diamond. So today we shall be discussing more in detail about each of these squares. So I'm sharing my screen. So NEPA diamond, as you can see, there are four squares. We discussed this in our previous video, and each square has the certain significance. So if I talk about the red square, the red shows the flammability. Then we have yellow, it shows the instability. Then we have the blue, which talks about the health hazard, and the white, which shows any special characteristic of the hazardous chemical. So each of these hazard is been rated from 0 to 4. So based on the severity, we scale each of the hazards. 0 represent the least minimum hazard and 4 represent the severe hazard. So first we will discuss about the red one, which is fire. So fire, the level of the hazard is based on the chemical flash point. So if the flash point is below 23 degrees C, it is categorized under the scale of 4, which shows extremely flammable product, and it can vaporize at normal pressure and normal temperature. Similarly, the if the flash point is below 38 degrees C, and then it comes under the category of scale 3, and ignition may occur under most ambient conditions. So it can ignite even under at ambient temperatures. Then if the scale is 2, then it may be moderately heated for the ignition and the flash point is below 93 degree Celsius. If the scale is 3, then it must be heated for the ignition. Then the flash point is above 93 degrees Celsius. So, and if it is 0, then it will not burn. So based on the scales, we classify the hazardous substances based on the flammable rating. Now moving on to next, the blue. The blue signifies the health hazard rating. So similar to the flammable rating, here also it is been rated from 0 to 4. If 4 signifies exposure may cause death or major residual injury. 3 signifies extremely dangerous and exposure may cause serious injury even if treated. Has then category of 2, scale of 2, hazardous and intense or prolonged exposure may cause possible residual injury. Then we have the scale of 1, extremely hazardous and may cause irritation or minimal residual injury. Then we have 0 scale, which shows the normal material and the hazard or greater than ordinary material. So this covers our two most critical triangles, which shows the flammability ratings and health hazard ratings. So moving on to next, the yellow. Yellow signifies reactivity ratings. So how prone the the hazardous chemical or a substance is reactive to other chemicals or external atmosphere. The scale of 4 signifies that it can detonate at normal temperature or pressure. The scale of 3 can detonate with shock or strong ignition source and react explosively even with water. The scale of 2, it is unstable and can undergo violent chemical change at elevated temperature or pressure. and capable of reacting violently or forming explosive mixture with water. Then scale of 1, it is normally stable, but we can become unstable at elevated. Then scale of 1, normally stable, but can become unstable at elevated temperature and pressure. And even it may react with water, but not violently. So scale of 2 and scale of 1, the scale of 2 can react with water, and but scale of 1, it it will not react with water. It may react, but not violently. So then we have scale of 0, it is stable and non-reactive with water. So moving on to next, the white square, which signifies any special hazard, and and for handling this, any special PPs is required. So, its specific symbols are used for to indicate the hazard, such as reactivity with water, strong oxidizer, corrosive, radioactive, or a poison. So for while handling these kind of chemicals, certain special PP requirement is there. So we some of the commonly used PPs are goggles or some respirators or some hand, especially nitrile gloves or acid gear. So these are the some of the PPs which are used for the while which are recommended to be used while handling these kind of chemicals. So this shows basically an overview of all the scales that are there in the NEPA diamond. So here is an example of a propane gas. As you can see, the scale of 2 is given, which shows uh, scale of 2, as you can see, scale of 2 is given, which shows that intense or prolonged exposure may cause incapacitation and possible residual injury. Then we have scale of 3 here for the scale of 4 for the propane, which signifies that it is extremely flammable product. Then we have the scale of 0, the yellow zone, which shows it is not reactive with water. Similarly, for the liquid oxygen, a scale of 3 for the health hazard, which shows extremely danger and exposure may cause serious injury even if treated. Then we have 0 in the red square, which shows it will not burn. Then we have 0 in yellow, which signifies it is stable and non-reactive with water. Then we have OX in the white, which symbolizes it is an oxidizer. So thank you for watching the video, and we shall be covering more about the NEPA diamond in our next video. Thank you.